Dean Jackson here on location at Happy Hour Comedy Club in Anniston, Alabama for the main event comedy championship. It is a stand-up comedy competition, and I've got one of tonight's competitors, Mr. Matthew Blevins. Matthew, how you doing?
Ooh, I'm doing fantastic, brother.
That's the energy, bro.
Yeah, that was it. I knew I was coming to Alabama. I practiced just that. That's the most you're getting.
So, if you could work a whole tide into that, you would be like the Stone Cold Steve Hulk Hogan of.
Okay.
So let's
start. Just like erase all that shit. Okay.
All right. None of that happened.
No, it's all bullshit.
You don't even know what we're referring to right now because you didn't see it. So.
All right. Ooh, roll tide, baby. Let's go. This is the what is this called?
Main event comedy championship.
This is the main event comedy championship, and we're gonna eat people alive with our comedy. Brother.
Boom.
Boom.
Nailed it. That's it. That's the winner right there.
Fuck it.
He's got it.
I'm done.
Are we ready for our next comedian? Oh, yeah! He has came from Nashville all the way to Anniston, Alabama. And I'm from here, and I'm like, really? Yeah. I don't think we got some models, but anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Blevins!
Anniston, Alabama. Okay, I got a question for you guys. Have any of you ever had sex that was so good you figure it was worth the antibiotics you hoped you wouldn't need later? Yeah, I knew this was my crowd when I came here. It says it on the sign when you come into town, Anniston raw dogs. Condoms are for assholes. Only for assholes. All right, I'm sorry. I wanted to seem cooler than I am. I'm happily married. You generally don't need antibiotics to have sex with your own wife. Sometimes. I say generally because my first wife, she canoodled with more river folk than a lady of ill repute in a Mark Twain novel. I think that was too smart for Anniston. She fucked a guy on a pontoon boat. Does that help? That's right, dude. I'm a piece of white trash from Nebraska City, Nebraska. I floated in here on a piece of driftwood. God damn it. Oh my god. My current wife, you don't need antibiotics to have sex with her. I do take baby aspirin though. I'm 43. I'm not trying to die of a heart attack from wife sex. Right? One position for years. And plus, I have to find positions I can do where I don't sweat right in my wife's mouth. We don't cuddle after sex anymore. My wife and I are too old for that shit.
It's too hot.
It's too hot. Plus, we check each other for problematic moles. I don't know about the rest of you, but my back looks like a flour tortilla. Okay, a little bit about my family, all right? My brother, one time he stole a wheelbarrow from a Methodist church. My brother didn't need a wheelbarrow. He didn't want a wheelbarrow. His reason was, because fuck 'em, that's why. That brother, 3 weeks ago, married a police officer. I knew when I came in here, this was one of those all sister-in-laws are bastards crowds. I could...
No. Mine's great.
I told him, I'm like, dude, if you wanted the family to stop talking to you, you can just start stand-up comedy. You don't have to dive face first into the thin blue line. The thin blue line is what he calls his wife's pussy. I'm sorry, that's... I feel like I lost you guys on the cop stuff. I don't know. I should have known. This is not going to be one of those. My family doesn't talk to my brother either because he married a cop. You guys are right to be quiet right now. That's fine. They didn't have a cake at the wedding, by the way. They had a table full of donuts. Well, here's the thing about that table full of donuts. They look like the best donuts I'd ever seen. I didn't have one of them. That fucking table was surrounded by Nebraska City police officers. All goddamn. I had weed in my pocket. Fuck that table. Like, fuck those donuts, dude. Right? Yeah, there's no donuts worth going to jail over. Oh my god. I grew up white trash in Nebraska City, Nebraska. That's a little bit like saying I grew up Mexican in Mexico City, Mexico. It's like, yeah, no shit, that's where they come from. That's... Gay? Oh. He was speaking Spanish to me. I used to think I was Mexican, by the way. What was that about? Like... I know, I'm a ginger-bearded white guy, okay? Mexicans don't come in ginger-bearded white guy. The only place where Mexicans come in ginger-bearded white guys is prison. Yeah, Mom told me I was Mexican my whole upbringing. But what it was is she was pulling the white trash okey doke. It's a tale as old as time, dude. White girl will get knocked up in high school, trick a Mexican guy into raising a baby with her. They could get away with this shit in the 80s. I think some of you probably got away with it in the last decade. But then Maury Povich came along in '92 and fucked it up for everybody. Meanwhile, I had to go around all the family reunions wondering why I was the only one getting sunburns. My grandma used to call me a pussy because of my lack of spice tolerance. Oh, man.
It's okay to be found.
It's fine. Hey, and one more thing about my wife's pussy before I get out of here. So I had a vasectomy, you guys. My wife had a hysterectomy. Now I'm firing consequence-free loads into an empty box. Sex with my wife has become like a Buddhist parable about nothingness. If I come in my wife in the woods and no one was there to hear it, did it make a sound? I feel like we've learned a lot tonight. I used to be a Cub Scout leader, you guys. What was with that response? Why did you guys make it weird? I feel like I've been judged by all of you that I should not be teaching kids about pocket knives. And I get it. I overdrafted my bank account on Pizza Hut today. I shouldn't be teaching kids shit. But I can teach kids important stuff. Like how far you can overdraft your bank account on Pizza Hut. Or how far you can drive your 2008 Kia Spectra after your fuel light comes on. I think everybody in Anniston, Alabama knows that that's 40 miles. I'm not telling you people anything you don't already know. But I told one of the other scout dads in Nebraska City that I drive a 2008 Kia Spectra, and they started a rumor in town that we have a gay scout leader. I'm not, but everybody has been super supportive. I'm afraid if I come out as straight, I'll set back social progress in that town by 10 years. We don't have that kind of wiggle room there. Plus, I think one of the dads is kind of into me, and I want to see where that's going. Heard that guy knows how to work on cars. I drive a 2008 Kia Spectra. I wouldn't mind a little broke hatchback mountain for the sake of social progress. That's all I'm saying. You guys have been a fantastic crowd. I want to give it up one more time for all the comments you've seen here tonight.
Matthew Blevins, everybody! Yeah! Good shit. How about all the competitors tonight in this main event comedy championship? How have they been doing tonight?